This is one I have my sunglasses on for this one because I'm not sure if I could make it through this video without crying. This one's about the Yukari story, which, to be honest with you, it means a lot to me. There's a lot of pressure to me writing this one. And I know it shocks probably a lot of you because you've seen me tackle so many things, so many sensitive issues. What really this one goes into is the lesbian, gay, transgender, bisexual, the sort of community that I have all of my complete respect and all my complete respect for. To put it lightly, I've written notes on an envelope of how to try and go about this story, but it actually is hard for me to actually write this one. And mind you, I've had an origami chapter that took me, I think it was somewhere like 10 hours worth of work to get through one chapter, which 10 hours for one chapter is a freaking lot, let me tell you. Really, guys, it hurts me because I know this from being bullied 10 years and all the way through high school. And I think the ones that have been very picked on, especially if you're in the early 2000s, like I was going through middle school and the late 2000s in high school. If you were gay, lesbian, transgender, bisexual, a lot of it wasn't taken great. And there's one guy I know, his name's Michael. The last time I talked to him, he was in the place I was working at the time, and he was trying to buy a generator because him and his boyfriend were living in a tent. In a freaking tent out in the woods, and this is February. They were freezing their asses off. They were prone to hypothermia, and I have no idea how they were getting clean water because you have two guys making minimum wage. I live in a tent because, you know, his mother didn't want him to stay there. She didn't believe in, you know, his ways, his beliefs, and it's terrible. Now, some people have asked a couple of things, like join my hand. First off, this watch was actually a V-Day gift from Lane Relentless. I think it was our third Valentine's Day together, or second as a couple. I don't wear this too often, especially when I'm gaming, because it scratches the controller. Just don't like it. This is a ring that she got me, that just went around here just saying like, hey ladies, even though I'm not married, it just means back off. And this ring right here, it says my initials. You probably can't see that. Aldo Torres Jr. I scratched this thing up a ton. And as well as this guy right here. This guy right here this is a $50 coin. See if you can see that. This is a 1994 JFK $50, and I got a couple family members that do this by birth year. My grandfather has his for 1936, and the oldest one is actually my sister, the homewrecker. Different kind of homewrecker, mind you. 2003. Yeah, she's a millennial, trust me. And I have this, and I have this ring simply because there is a decent amount of family members that I have had to cut ties to. Uh, it's for a couple of reasons. Some of it could have been drugs, simply because they're just scumbags. And I kind of look at it, and it's hard for me to say this, but it's hard for me to keep my mouth shut around these topics, around these people. Especially since a couple of good friends of mine, just happen to like the same gender, or both genders, whatever the case may be. And I know that I would have more family members not invited to my wedding in the future because of me if I was gay per se. And that hurts. Hurts me more than anything because really, if I felt like until I started actually doing all this, that life had to be a certain way, that you had to live to these certain standards. And I know I'm just rambling off, guys. Trying to keep this all intact here, forgive me. But it seems like every time I get my whiteboard, sometimes I go to my pen and I just start shaking a little bit, and I gotta throw the thing down, throw my hands up, and sometimes I think I can't do it. But I will be tackling into this as best as I can, because there is a couple people I know personally that this means a lot for it, and it has so much meaning to them. And just like everything else I've done, it's a goddamn challenge accepted. And I will put every single tear, motivation, and everything in my well-being in this story, because it is what I stand for. That's all I got for you guys. Sorry for ranting. Sorry. Just wanted to say thanks for everyone for support. Thank you for everyone who has been very kind. And thank you most importantly for those who agree upon what I'm doing and what this issue is. Arigato. Love you all.